Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Cabin Chronicles. Today, we have Mr. Subhasish Mazumder, who is the President and Head Motor Distribution at Bajaj Allianz General Insurance. Welcome to Cabin Chronicles, sir.
Thank you, Saurav.
Sir, firstly, I would like to know, with over 30 years of experience in the insurance industry, you have seen its evolution firsthand. And what according to you have been the pivotal moments and developments that you have kept your dedication to the industry, and moreover to the journey of Badic, since you have been part of the company since the very first year.
Yeah, thank you, Saurav. See, I'll tell you, when I joined general insurance industry in Oriental Insurance, and then I moved to Bajaj Allianz around 22 years back. I joined Bajaj in 2001. Uh, After a couple of years, I could sense that there are multiple kind of professions, but insurance is such a profession where you get an opportunity to stand by a customer who is in distress. What we sell is a promise, and basically promise to stand by a customer. So this gave me a lot of, I would say, satisfaction when I could see happy faces post an event. We could, satisfy or help the customer to get back to their financial position. That kept me hooked on to general insurance industry. And that's the reason I consider this as a very noble profession as compared to any other professions.
That is true. Sir, at Badic, your journey started as a technical role. And gradually over the years it branched into various departments. How has this interesting journey within Bajaj shaped you personally and on a professional front as well?
Yeah, it's a good question. So basically, I'll tell you, I joined Bajaj Allianz. I gave interview for a service engineer in 2001. Company was recruiting service engineers. So I was being interviewed for a service engineer position. Post their interview, they felt that I fit well as a technical head because I was handling non-motor claims in Oriental Insurance. So thus I was inducted as an assistant manager technical in Calcutta regional office. Then within 3 years of time, I was elevated as a zonal technical head for East Zone. And then, after there working there as a zonal technical head for a couple of years, I thought ki I'm done with technical role. Now I should come to sales. It was 2007 when Tapan Boss was a zonal head for East as well as North. So then boss came for a visit. So I walked up to boss and said, ki, boss, I want to come to sales. I'm done with my technical stint. The boss warned me, see, 2007 is a year of detariffing. So the premium will crash heavily. So there's a high possibility that you fail because the targets are sacrosanct and the premium will fall. Then, instantly I said, boss, I still go for it. I would like to take challenge and I'll go for it. And after that, within a couple of months, I became the zonal agency head for East. So there are around 51 offices in those days, entire East, AP Telangana, and typical East. In 1 year's time, I visited all 51 offices. And being a technical guy, it was pretty easy for me to discharge my sales function because in those days, we were actually recruiting PSU development officers. Having a PSU flavor helped me onboard those PSU development officers quite easily. Added to that, since I was a technical guide, Krishnamurthy sir was the technical head in those days in head office. He also had a confidence on my conviction of a risk. It helped me quite well. And then after 1 year's time, when I ended my zonal agency head position, East Zone became the number one zone pan India. I take a pride of it. And then I became regional head of Calcutta. Out of the blue, it was beyond my expectation because they were my peers, but still I was selected as a regional head. And then I was regional head for 4 years. From 80 crores, I then took Calcutta region to around 260 crores in 3-4 years time, and then went to Bangalore as a regional head, and then state head for South, and the zonal head for South. So the journey has been excellent. And then from zonal head, when the verticalization happened, I became head for NTU, and then last 1.5 years I'm head for motor distribution. So this journey has been of 22 years, has never been boring. It's been very challenging, and my profile undergone a change every 3-4 years. So that's how it kept me hooked to Bajaj Allianz, and happy to be here because of the challenges I've been getting from Tapan sir every 3 4 years.
So you started from Calcutta, then you moved to Bangalore. Now you are in Pune. How has this diverse regions across in the country influenced your personality and approach towards work and life?
See, I'll tell you, when I was heading a particular region, be it Calcutta, be it South, I was basically working for a particular region with, and I was getting attuned to the working culture, people over there. But when I came in a national head profile, I would say India itself is like Europe. The culturally India, south, east, west, north are quite different from each other. The people's walking style, people comprehensible style, how as a leader you communicate with people of various regions has to be different. The same language doesn't work. So basically, although I'm a Bengali from Calcutta, kind of timid nature, but when I moved on to south, and then I saw when I worked for my team across India, that changed my outlook completely. And then I changed myself to attune to the various geographies. When I speak to, when I take review of various zones, my personality undergoes a change to attune to that particular zone, and that works.
Interesting. So, on a lighter side, it's been said that you're quite passionate about sports. Uh, we would like to know any peculiar incident or memory that you have from your
Yeah,
childhood.
you are right. So see, football and cricket is very much ingrained in bongs.
Yeah.
So I was a vivid football player. You have represented my school at various levels, including national levels. So in Saturday Sundays, since I was a good football player, I used to be hired by various clubs in and around my place of stay,
Wow.
and I used to play as hired. And in those days, the fees was quite unique.
Yeah.
So if you play, you will get one bread and aludam, and if you win, you will get bread aludam plus an omelette. If you
Wow.
win, if you don't win, you don't get the omelette. So
Wow.
that's how I played a lot of games, and at times I got omelette, some at times I got only bread and aludam.
Interesting. So, talking about omelette, we have also heard rumors that you have a special place for food. What's your favorite dish or cuisine?
Of course, being a Bong, I love Bengali Ilish Mach and all.
Oh.
But since I've been traveling across India quite vividly, I'm a vivid traveler. I usually pick up the local foods. I try local foods.
Nice. Any specific local dish?
Biryani is all time high.
Biryani. Brilliant. So, drawing from your own experience, you have played different roles, undertaken different responsibilities in different geographies. How would you define risk taking? And the reason why I'm asking this particular question is because uh, we would like to convey to young individuals about significance, about how it helps in personal and professional growth.
Correct. That's a very appropriate question in today's time. See, being a technical, I'll answer it risk from two perspectives. One, uh, how does the risk help you in your career? That's your precise question. Another is uh, taking a risk whilst on business. So I'll break it into two pieces. So far as the first part is concerned, I would say that never settle down in your life. uh, Continue to explore yourself, and if you do new things, you will learn new things. So in order to grow up a ladder, it is important that you take upcoming challenges, ask for more challenges from your bosses, and that's how you learn and you grow up your ladder. And so far as the other part is concerned, I would say in insurance it's very important to see, we are in the business of risk.
Yeah.
In insurance, it is very important to take a very calculated risk.
Correct.
And it should always be data driven and your gut feeling driven, a mix of both risk in order to succeed in insurance.
Completely agree, sir. So, lastly, we would like to know one aspect of your personality that your colleagues or friends or anyone will never believe to be true about you.
See, I'll tell you. Usually, I am uniform. I mean, whether in office or otherwise. But yes, I developed an unique skill of cooking during COVID days. My wife is an excellent cook. So in those days, I used to assist her in cooking.
Yeah.
And in the process, I learned that various techniques of cooking. And I have now evolved to be a nice cook. I can make excellent food, especially towards non-vegetarian sides.
Wow, sounds delicious. Certainly, someday I'll stop by to your place to
Most
have a
welcome.
good lunch. So, so lastly, before we wrap up, what's the best piece of advice you have ever received, and who gave it to you?
See, best piece of advice. See, in my 22 years of career in Bajaj Allianz, many a times it happened so that I was not able to decide whether to take decision A or decision B. And obviously, I reached out to my boss, Tapan sir. Ki, boss, this is a situation I am not able to decide whether I'll take option A or option B, which process. Boss's golden rule has been decision is yours, but whatever you decide should be decided for the best interest of company.
Yeah.
So company is above everybody. So decide which is good for company.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I got. And whenever I have some dilemma, even today, I use that mantra. What is good for company?
Excellent, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us in this episode of Cabin Chronicles. Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome. But I before I end it, I want to give a message to the youngsters. Uh, See, do not take work as a work, job or work, whatever you do, you should take it as a passion. Every morning, we should get up to do a difference to society, difference to what we did. There's a Kaizen theoretical Japan, everyday improvement. So please take challenge, go deep into a subject, learn more instead of shifting insurance companies, organization. Please learn more, because once you work more, learn more, it is going to give a huge benefit to you in future. And I am an example of that. Today, still today, I learn a lot from wherever possible. Thank you.